Hello everybody, it's Kathy and thanks for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to guide you through, if you want to stay, a little project journal. It's actually a holder for the things I'm going to be using in any project that I do. Instead of having a tray or little cups and things, I found it easier just to make this, and then it just folds up and I can put it away when I'm partway through a project or finished with a project. I can empty it out and use it again. So here's what it looks like. It's made out of file folders and it opens like this. First of all, each flap has a large pocket, and I labeled them. I have one for cards. So in here I put journal cards that I've made that are going to go in that particular journal, or the materials for the cards that I will be making. Here I have, just to make use of this space, a belly band, and in it I have a little envelope that would hold any brads that I would be using, or rhinestones for that particular project. In this envelope pocket here, I put any tucks, so any corner tucks or flaps or unusual tucks that I might make for that particular project. Then on this side, I have also some belly bands and a holder for the eyelets that I would use, and for any small visuals or stamps that I might be using. And on this side, I made a little larger pocket that would hold any ribbons or string, yarn, laces that I might use. In here, I have a spot for any pockets, maybe library card pockets that I might make, or regular pockets. And then on this side, I just put a spot to hold extras. I have a little envelope if there's other smaller items. And at the back, I have the largest pocket, which would hold any tags that I would make. So stick around if you want to make this with me. And if you do, I appreciate you giving me a like. That really helps my channel. And if you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you subscribe. Okay, let's get started. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the base, adding the papers. We can put the tabs on, but I'm not going to go through stamping it because you can decide what you want in your particular pockets. Let me show you how I started. It takes 2 file folders here, and I open up the file folders and I fold them in half. Then I use a bone folder and make sure first to really crease the folds, and then really crease that fold and this fold. And I do the same thing to the second one. So I open it up. And you could use your board, scoring board if you'd like. I just find that I don't really need it. I try to line it up as best as I can. And crease it well. And crease the already scored spot at the bottom. Just like that. Okay, so now you have 2 pieces that are like this. I'm actually going to turn it this way. I scored it the wrong way. I want these little tabs. Oh, you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm going to cut them off. I was going to say I want those little tabs open. So right now, I'm going to lay one inside the other on those score lines. But you'll notice these are the same size. And what I want them to look like is kind of a ladder tiered effect. So I'm going to cut some of them off. And that looks like it's going to work for me. I'm going to leave that little thing. Could cut that off if it bugs you. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is do some gluing. Take out a wet wipe, so I'm ready. Okay, so I am going to glue especially this middle part where it's scored. I want to make sure that's good and glued down. And I'm going to glue down the sides. I'm going to double glue it because I'm going to glue it down this side. And put a little glue there. Squish all that glue out. Okay. That's one. Let's do the other side. And we're going to go up. Up the edge. And we'll go up this edge too. And we're going to close that really well. Squish all that glue out. Whoops. See, now that I have it glued, it's not in really the order that I would like it in as far as height. So I'm going to have to trim it. And where I'm going to have to trim are these two in the front. And that's much better. Much, 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 much better. Next thing I want to do is glue this here. And you want to get right up to the scoring line. And I found the easiest way to glue it is to hold it up. And squish it from above. Okay, now let me give you the measurements on these papers. So 5.5 by 6, 6, 6.5, and this is 8. The next thing I'm going to do is all you have to do is cover the paper. You could do this before you folded it, but I found that it was just easier for me not to do that. I think I'm going to put this, and now you already have your measurements. So if I can find my cutter, it's probably right there, it is right in front of me. So we want this Stuck. We want one that's 5.5 by 6. That's going to go on the front. Then we have 6 by 6. I'm going to put another, let me find another pink. So we want that 6 by 6. Well, oh, that's because I have 2 pieces there. Darn. I'll use this one. So that's 6 by 6. So we have that first. This. Then that. It's going to be pretty. Then we need 6.5 by 6. So this should already be 6 because it was a 12-inch piece of paper. And we want it at 6.5. Nope. That is not the right measurement. Well, just about. Let me see if we can put this one, because this side was 6 by 6, so we have that as well. Now I am going to put a strip over that, and I'm going to use this. So your strip needs to be 3/4 of an inch. By 6. Oh, darn. Let's try again. Okay. Then that's going to go here. This is going to go right in the center. Then we need another one that's 6.5. That won't work. Maybe this will work. No. But I'm going to use it anyway, and I'm just going to add, let's see. I need to take a squib off of it. And I'm going to add a little piece on the top, so I need 6 inches. I just don't want to waste paper, so I'm going to make it about that thick. Okay, so what do we have first? Where's my paper? We have this. Then it opens to here. This goes here. Where's my other piece? No. I think I just cut up the piece I had for over here. There it is. Nope. This is going to go in there. This is there. This is going to go here. Let me see what's going on here. We have this for the front. I'm going to go ahead and glue it because I'm getting myself confused. Just so I get it in place. And I know I need to cut another piece, another couple of pieces for the back, but that's okay. I'm going to ink this up just a bit. And it's really just to cover the white edges. So that's going on the front. This goes here. Trying to figure out what I did with this piece. It's not here. Let's see. That definitely goes there. Oh, there it is. This definitely goes here. And this was going to be here, but I'm wondering if it will fit. If I originally had cut it for back here. Let's see. No. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. And I'll put that there with it. Then I need another piece there. So let me cut that while I have it organized in my head. Let me see what we have. And this one was 8 by 6. So I want to see if I can get 8 inches out of this scrap. Let me cut this off first. Let me get 8 inches. So we'll have it 8 by 6. Okay. So this should go on the back here. Okay. So let's get to gluing. It'll all become clearer when I glue. This is a little stuck. Let me... You really want to make sure it's flush with the bottom, that it doesn't go over on the sides. I can trim it up if need be. Okay, then this side. And I see that it's going over here a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and trim that now. Okay. And I'm going to go with this anyway, even though we have that little smidge there. Let me see if this works. Yeah. Huh. This time I'm going to put the ink right on here. And because I know this is a little short, it's a lot short. I don't know what happened to my measurements. I got the papers all confused for some reason. Well, that's okay. That's what I love about paper crafts. You can fix them up. Okay. And this one. Just like that. And I'm going to ink them all at the same time. Just like that. Right down to that score line. And this is going to go right inside. Okay. Now I know this, I'm going to put this and this up here. It'll be pretty. Let's see how much I need. Oh, I already cut that, but I don't need that. So I'll do this first. I'm going to trim this. Actually, okay. Just like that. Last but not least, trim this. These are great projects to use up some scraps, too. Needs a lot of trimming. Whoops. Hey, kitty. Go on. Go on. Go on, Ninja. Oh, 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 oh. That's my kitty. One of my kitties. Okay, now let's trim it up before I ink it up. I might have to use my cutter. Yeah. I'm not sure if my cutter will work, but we'll see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, oh no. It was a little wet. Okay. That's better. This just needs to be trimmed a bit. And this needs to be trimmed a bit. And we need to do the back here. So I have a piece of paper here. So let me just see. I'm going to trim this again. Get a little more of that tab off. Yeah, better, better, better. And I'm going to save this and use this. And that goes on the back. Just like that. Let me get this mess out of your way and my way. I have some pieces I might be able to use for belly bands and tabs. Okay. Now before I ink it as well, I want to notch the pockets. And And I try to line up the notches all together, which might work and it might not work. That's okay. Do our best. Oh, let me turn this around. There we go. I love the way I'm using my boobs to hold up the paper. Oh, goodness. I make myself laugh. Oh, my. There we go. Okay. That one's a little higher than I wanted it to be. That's okay. And last but not least, I'm going to try to go down a little farther on this, although I know I never have good luck when I revisit one. But we'll try. Okay. I think that worked. Now I'm going to ink it. I'm going to go around this again. Really, with these colors, probably should be using a black. It would be really pretty. Let me see if I have a black available. Yes, I do. Yeah, I like the black. Whenever I'm using pastels or pinks, lavenders, using black soot, I really like. I realize I didn't put paper across the bottom, which I should do. Go back in and glue that. Oh, that wasn't very pretty. Okay, that'll do. I think I'm going to put a little strip down here. There we go. I think that's better. Now I want to put on the tabs. And you'll notice on the one I made, I put a tab on either side of the first two on the right side and the left side of the pocket 3 and 4. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I'm going to make them, let's see how big this is. And I am, I'm going to make them 3/4 of an inch. Well, that looks like it's not. I'm going to make it an inch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then to go inside of these tabs, actually 3. One more. Oh, I can use this. I'm going to make these a 1/2 inch. Just like that. I'm just going to do these by hand. Here. Two. 3, and one more. Four. Just like that. And like that. And like that. And then what I'm going to do is just cut a little half circle in each corner to make it look like a little tag. I don't worry about if they're even or not. You know, it gives the impression of what they are, what I want them to be. Just a little bit. Okay. Get those out of the way. And those go directly on the back of the, or actually the inside back of each tag, or each pocket rather. And before I do that, I could stamp on what I want to be in each pocket, but I'm actually going to write it on this time just to save some time. And this one, I'm going to do it exactly like I did these: cards, tucks, pockets, and tags. So cards, and it would be good to use one that actually writes. Let's see what I have in here. Cards, tucks, pockets, and tags. Just like that. Now I'm going to glue them. Actually, in this sense, I'm going to glue them onto the front, just because they're pretty and I didn't make them as large as they should have been. Just like that. Tag, whoops, I didn't want tags there. Oh, I wanted cards there. Because they're the shortest item. And you'll notice I'm going about a quarter to halfway down the card, the tab. So cards, tucks, pockets, and tags. Just like that. Okay. Now on the inside, what I want to do is put a few belly bands and then some pockets. So on this side, I'm going to put a belly band. Let's see if I have one already done. I do. Oops. Just like that. And this one, because in this one you have the scored piece with some space, this allows you to put a few items. So as I did in this one, I have one belly band that's going to hold ribbons. That pocket will be a little thicker. And on this side, I have two belly bands. One's for eyelets and one's for stamps. So I need two belly bands and one belly band. Let's see what kind of paper I have. So I'm going to cut this into 6-inch strips. It might already be 6 inches, which it is. Perfect. So on the one side, I want it a little over 1 inch. Other side, I want it a little thicker. And then while I'm here, okay, I didn't have one back there. I had this one, oh, I did though. I have I'm losing my mind here. I'm looking at the one, this, and the last one I had a pocket. So I think this will be perfect for a pocket. Just like that. I might even want to make it a double pocket because it's so pretty. The paper's so pretty. Just think that looks so pretty when you fold it over. Fold it over this way. And I'll still put the little notch in. Okay, let's go back and put these belly bands in. So I have 3 of them. 2 are going to go on this side. pretty close together. They're going to hold the smaller envelope. Actually, they're going to go on this side for the smaller envelopes. I'm going to move this up because I was down too low. Okay, and this side is going to get a little thicker belly band. And then on this side, we're going to have this. Well, I don't know that I like that there. That might have been nice over there, but I'm just going to keep it. Let's see. Maybe if we put this on the front. Just for the prettiness of it. They could tuck little things in there. Would help if I put glue down the bottom, wouldn't it? So it actually is a pocket. Dodo brain. Okay. And this one is pretty much finished. The only thing needed to be done is to glue the sides here a little better so they actually stick. Whoops. And to make some envelopes or pockets. Now, I use We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch and pocket punch. I'll take a moment to quickly make a pocket for the ribbon. So in case some of you haven't used one, you'll get an idea of what it's all about. And let me take out the measurements of the paper that I need. So we know in order to fit here, it can't be more than, this was how many inches? This is about 6.5 inches. So I really don't want to make it more than 6 inches long. And it can't be 6 inches wide because remember this is a belly band, it has glue. So I'm going to go about 5 inches. So 5 or 4.5 by about 5.5. So let's see what it says. So if I want an envelope, a pocket that is, see what they have. They have one that's 4.5 by 5, or 4.25 by 5. I'm going to do that. I need a piece of paper that's 9 by 7 because I'm making a pocket flap. So 9 by 7. I have a piece of paper here. I hope you can't see all this mess that I'm putting. Hope it's not distracting you. But there sure is a lot of it. Okay, we want 9 by 7. Okay, so it's 9 by 7, and these are funky little things. If I can remember how to, whoa. Okay, 9 by 7 was the paper, and it's F3, so we're going to take the letters down here and set that on F. Then we're going to set this on 3. And we put the 9-inch side against the numerals. This is the cutter, and we're going to cut off the edges. Flip it over and do the same thing. Like that. Then we flip it over. And do that. And flip it back. And do that. And we take the score thing. Lift this up, and there's a score line under here someplace. We have to take it out. Just like that. And now we're going to score it so we know where to fold it. There. Flip it over. Score it the same way. Oh, that can't be right. I didn't have it lined up. Okay, that's better. And then, what do we do? Oh, we leave it. And there's a score line in here somewhere as well. Whoop. And then we can flip it. Oh, we don't need to. Yeah, we do. Whoop, that's not right. That doesn't look right, but we'll see what happens. This is kind of cool. I got this at Tuesday mornings. Certainly you could make this yourself. I think there's templates online everywhere. But I didn't. I have it. I'm going to use it. And that's the way it is. Fold it. Fold this side. Woo. And fold the bottom up. Go back and glue it. And go ahead and glue this. Just like that. And it's a little funky shaped, but it'll work, I think. And what we can do on this one is cut a couple of circles. We want to cut 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to glue 2 together, just like that. And here's where you want your brads to come in. I'll use little rhinestone ones because they're so pretty. I love little sparkly things. And let me use a little pokey tool. Just like that. This is really funky. Kind of trapezoid shape. And that's going to go down here. And we'll cut a little bit of elastic and let me just put this back real quick before I do this. And no need to double this. This stays pretty tight. I do like to tie a knot in the end so you know which end you're choosing. Cut off a little bit and cut off a little bit more of this one. And let's hope this fits. That's going to go right in here. And what we can do actually is undo it. And we can let the belly band hold it in place, and we can tie it right over that, and that'll hold a nice bit of stuff. And I'm normally would label it so you can put on here whatever you'd like, or you can keep them, you know, open so you don't have to be stuck to that particular thing. Okay, so here I would put a little one to hold eyelets. Here I would put a couple little envelopes to hold whatever. And here I might put another envelope, or it's a place to hold papers and such. Okay, and on the front, let me put this back. I would put, as I did in this one, my current projects. Anyway, I hope you had fun watching. I hope you try them. I think I like using them because then you have everything in one place. You don't have a lot of little cups and trays and overload everything, because really for any journal, you don't need a ton of stuff. You just need thoughtfully created things. So anyway, thank you for watching. And if you like the video, I'd love for you to give me a like and please subscribe. I'd love to have you. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.